Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. It's been a while, guys. Look at that, our beautiful city doing very well as always. But there's a lot to do, a lot to be upgraded, and a lot to be expanded. So let's get started for today. First things first, I need to remember what we were doing last time. We were doing the bus system last time. That's what we were doing. How is that working? Let's see how many people are using the bus. This is the most public transport we've ever had. We have over 3,000 people using the subways now. And the buses are carrying 42 people. That doesn't sound right at all. There's got to be more than 42 people using these. Oh, come on. Last time there were so many people using the bus stop. Yeah, there's people using the bus stops. I shouldn't be getting worried. I know it's working. So, now that the subway systems have been improved, the amount of people using them has skyrocketed, which, if you can't tell, has taken a lot of traffic. Oh, well, that was interesting. Has taken a lot of traffic off the roads. I think it's actually visible, the difference. Before we had lines all over the place, especially going off onto the highway and stuff. Things are much more clean now. I think that even little ways to get around, like the little lift system over here, is being used more often. Yeah, people are actually using this. It's pretty funny. But I do have a big plan for today, and today we are going to be making a new section of the city. Kind of. Not completely, but we're going... Well, yeah, we're going to be formatting this into kind of a huge tourism-rich area, and I want it to look really impressive. We also got a few new mods, the quad mods. I'm not 100% sure how they work, but it looks like they add growable, very, very large buildings to the game. So I'm going to keep an eye out and see if any of those actually pop up, or if I have to do that myself. Yeah, I'm not 100% how it works. I know you can plop them down, but I read somewhere that they could also be growable. Is that new? The colored stuff in the underground, or am I going insane? No, it's white under that map. That's cool though. If you're on the elevation map, it'll color the cars. I've never seen that before. Interesting. Okay, so let's go over here, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a hole here which we can fill in. We can also grab a bit of the land from over here and expand the amount of flat area we have. Doing everything with a purpose. And we can steal soil from over here to be put back over here. It's all very fun. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now let's go over the Corgi District, which is looking pretty beautiful itself, but it's going to be blown out of the water by the city that's over here. I don't know what we're going to call this district, but I'm going to make very, very large blocks that are going to be able to hold a lot of traffic. And we're also going to let them have bus lanes. I'm planning on this being absolutely massive. I also want it to be kind of a square design. It's not going to be as creative as the Corgi District. There we... What? Just... Was I building underground that... Oh my god. I was building underground. How did I not even notice that? Okay, well, we're going to fix that up because that was just silly. Yes, do not build all of your roads underground if you want to build a city. That is good advice. Okay, so let's redo that. We're gonna come in diagonally from here. And now we're above ground. Also, don't make it all bridges. Bam. Bam. We're actually going to go up to about here, and then we're going to pull it this way. We're going to find the line where this connects. There we go. It's kind of an interestingly shaped block, but we're going to make sure to make the squares here really large. So I'm actually going to go down to the third one, and you guys will see why in a bit. You may think this is wasting a lot of space, and it may be. We may have to turn down the amount by a little bit, but this should be good. And then we'll go in between these. Like that. So yes, this has made some very, very large blocks, but when we look at the size of the buildings we can be putting in them, yeah. It will cost millions to finish this area up, and it's going to be a very, very prestigious section with the tallest buildings in the city. We're just going to have one simple inlet and outlet because, you know, there's nothing there yet. So I'm not too worried about traffic in the area. We'll take care of water. And there we are. And now we will take care of electricity by pulling this over here. So first things first, I don't know if we're going to zone this or if we're just going to go for the big buildings. I think it'll look kind of unnatural to just have these giant buildings with nothing else. So we will start it off zoned. And so we're going to zone it like so. We're going to have commercial on the bottom. We will have residential on the smaller inner blocks. And then, finally, in the center, we will have our offices and industry. So everyone can get to work easily. They have somewhere to shop. It's great. I think that's a pretty good plan. And then we will just do the sides as residential as well. And I'm unlocking a whole lot of buildings. Here we go. Let's continue it. We have pretty much completely recovered from the dam disaster. It's actually very impressive how quickly we recovered from that. And this looks to be stable now. We aren't having any water issues at the moment. This is just going to continue freaking out about all the new buildings I have, isn't it? Yeah. We have a lot of new things. Lot of new things from this pack of mods. I'm not sure how many things I'm going to use from the mods, but there are quite a few. Liberator. Crucible. Man, there is some fancy stuff. The plan is we're going to convert New Vooperis to be kind of a utopia, but it's going to be a slow and steady process to do so. We're going to start with this new block over here. But we're going to start off with something actually slightly unrelated, because something that's really nice to have in a city that really increases the appeal is a very nice stadium. And I've been planning for a while to make somewhere to put a stadium. The problem is they're rather large. And the stadium is actually going to be under here, isn't it? We're going to tourism and leisure. No, not landmarks. Football, there we go. Yeah. We can make a rather massive... It's a lot of noise. That is a lot of noise. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, but if we put it here, most of the noise would be focused. That actually looks better too. Most of the noise would be focused in the industrial area. We're going to do that. So we're building a stadium for our people. And now we have one... There's two train tracks that come out of this actually to get there. Because it holds so many people. What is this? Star deck. Oh boy. So what we're going to do is we are going to connect this up. With the rest of the city. Where do we have our closest train station? Well, that's going to be all the way over here, isn't it? So let's build off this way too. This is going to do a little bit of damage to the industry, but that's fine. Can we just pull a train... through the industry like that? Yes, we can. Yeah, we broke a little bit, but that's fine. Do we have to go a little bit taller again? Yes, we do. There's so many roads and stuff in this city. It gets so complicated trying to build things. But I think we've got it under control now. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then this... all that electricity is disabled anyways. Or the power stations. Not the electricity itself. Is that really the tallest I can make it? Will it... Oh, it will. It will make it over. Aha! There we go. What? What is this black magic? It completely destroyed my attempts. There we go. And then... boop! Good. All good. I'm pretty happy with this. That looks good. Okay. So, next up... now that we have the train tracks going like this, we're just going to very carefully... curve around here. Wait, we're supposed to be going over there. No. We want to actually go in the correct direction. Which means once we come off here, we should really be turning this way. And we can go straight with this. Do a quick turn. Go back to 24 meters. Can actually make landfall here. There we go. So I'll make landfall here. Bring it up. Over. Back down. That's fine, we'll fix that. Where is our electrical tools? And now, finally... we can get creative. Yeah, this is messy. This is not exactly the cleanest design ever, but it's gonna work. There's a lot of trial and error in this game. Okay, so if we bring this up to here, we can then pull it around here. Like this. Go through here. Over the tail. That destroys the least amount of buildings. There we are. And then finally, curve it back over and finish it. We have just made a massive train line going all the way across the city. That one may actually be used. People may actually like that one. Because that one goes far. That one is very impressive. So we're actually going to make a new line. And we'll actually put it here, and it's gonna go all the way. Sports stadium. What do you mean can't find path? What do you mean? I just built you a path, you piece of junk. You're connected. It's gonna make me make a loop. Okay. Oh well, I can do that very quickly. Just boop. And then all we gotta do is this and bam. I think that's gonna work. City Skylines gets a little bit angry sometimes when you're making train lines if it doesn't properly loop around. But I think now it's going to not freak out. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We just made a beautiful, beautiful way to get across. And it's complaining. Okay, how about we turn this into a triangular intersection? See if it likes that more. The problem is we have roads in the way. There we go. Let's see if that works. Sometimes it's just finicky. Oh no, I'm just dumb. I'm just really, really dumb. This just isn't connected in general. Okay, well, you know, when it comes to things not working, that time City Skyline had a legitimate reason to make it not work. And it has a tiny little tunnel there. Great. Okay, now it's gonna work. Watch this. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to go all the way over. Add stop. Add stop. And then come all the way back. Complete line. Bam! How exciting. Will anyone use it? I have no clue. But first things first, the most important thing is that we set our team color to blue because it's the only cool color. There we go. So we've got our blue stadium. And now we have an absolutely massive stadium. We're getting ready to win all of the games. We're also going to subsidize the heck out of it. We need all of the money. Because New Vooperis is a place of winners. All of the people here will win. So let's turn the ticket price down. Let's instate free public transport on match days. Let's add match security and subsidize the youth. You know, all that great stuff. 9,000 per week. That's pretty expensive. We're actually going to pass on that. That's a little bit You know what? No. We're gonna win. We're gonna make sure that we have the best stadium of all time. This area is going to kickstart the revolution of taking over the world. And like I said, we're going to make this section the first very fancy area. And we're going to start that with a few massive buildings. Now we have to make sure that they fit. So, why don't we start off with a massive hotel that makes everyone in the area happy? We'll put that in the corner. Here we go. Actually, we'll put it right next to the stadium. That makes more sense. If we have a massive hotel next to the stadium, then people will stay there for games. Look at that. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. It's our first mega building in the entire city. We're going to throw money at this area until it becomes, like, absolutely successful. And we just surpassed 100,000 population, which makes today a great, great day. Look at that. It is beautiful. Let's see what else we've got here. That's kind of boring. We've got twin monoliths. We've got a single monolith. Twin monoliths. We can have a broadcast station next to it. That actually would make sense. The problem is it's just so huge. It's got to be in the middle so that the noise doesn't go too far. And we can't really center it. Let's see what else we've got. A giant software headquarters. Communication. Software corporation. Another corporation. We can make so many jobs. Okay, we are going to make this center square here the biggest industrial area in the city. So we're going to start out by putting this here. Yes. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. We're going to make this the mega city area, and then we're going to slowly spread out once I get the growables working. Our research facility. Put that right across the street. We're going to take over the world. Going to take over the world. It's going to be great. It did say that it would say they were already built for some things, and you have to just ignore that. I don't know how much space to put in between these buildings. Should I put no space? Yeah, let's just cram them in. So this will be our first little corporation. These 3 buildings. And we will let them just kind of, you know, chill there for a bit. They look very nice. They have little, like, fountains and stuff on the outside. They're very large, though. Then we have our fancy hotel and our game area. And it looks like a lot of people are actually using the trains, which I don't blame them. This is a very effective use of trains. So we have people using the stadium, which is really exciting. The train system is now being used. We have a quickly growing section of the city. It looks like the highways here are getting a lot of traffic because of the amount of people moving in. It's again right here. It's called Poplar Highway, but it should really be called Popular Highway because there are a lot of people using it. There's more people going to this part of the city than the area with Sterling Park and stuff. It's the fastest growing area. Of course, we are going to have to make it into a district. And I am actually just going to call it the Mega District if it doesn't have a cool name. Yeah, I'm just going to call it the Mega District. Because everything here is going to be amazing. Let's see if there's any buildings that look like really, really cool. What is monolith? Just a communication tower. We can put 2 on the side like this. We were looking at that before. Yeah, that looks cool. There we go. And then we'll find some things that fit. Oh no, they are growing. There's the growables. So they are actually working. This is exciting. We're going to slowly have massive buildings start popping out everywhere. The city is actually going to go into a new age, a new era of greatness. I wonder if we're going to have any of these buildings pop up around our normal city, though, because they're already all the way upgraded. We're probably going to have to just slowly rip down sections of the city and wait for them to regrow. But that's fine. We'll wait to do that. Let's just do one thing at a time. Look at that. They all look so fancy. I don't know how they pulled it off, because these buildings... Actually, those ones fit within the normal size, I guess. Although they are much taller than normal buildings. They do certainly stand out. They really like this one side. Why do they really like this one side? High density commercial. But we are having a very, very large section grow here. It's very exciting. How many workers do they have? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty huge. So, when is our first game? Oh, our first game is actually soon. We don't have that many visitors, though, because it's new and we don't have the proper transport to get people here. But I'm going to assume we have a lot of people using the trains. Which we do. Many, many fans are coming to the game. Exciting. I wonder if we'll win. The game's starting soon. We're at 700 people out of 1,300. Oh, it's so nice. Let's see what other things we can build up. Oh, our population just dropped quite a bit, actually. Huh. Weird. I'm trying to see if anything happened that would cause it, but I think it's just natural. Just a slight drop. And I know why these ones aren't big, because they aren't fully upgraded. These are fully upgraded because it's easy for commercial to get fully upgraded. We have to actually make all the people very happy to get them to upgrade. And considering we're missing a lot of services, that's not going to happen. So let's give them those services they need. We're going to start out with a fire area, and then we will give them... What is this? That looks cool. We'll give them their health care right next to their fire care. How about police? We've got... What is this? An Overwatch beacon? It floats. It floats. What? Oh my god. We are going... Oh my god. We are going to have the coolest city ever. What was that thing that came off the top? What is that? What? We are going to... This city is going to become so cool. Look how many people are trying to move in. Oh wow, we have to do a lot of upgrades. I think we just started a new era. Yeah, okay. So dead people, we need to take care of them. Let's quickly get that under control. Death care. Death care, death care. We'll just put death care right next to that. How many hearses does it have? 30. Okay. So that works. Yeah, I guess we're going into the future now. I guess that's what we're doing. Welcome, future. We're here. We're joining you. It's sending out so many beacons. Oh, man. It's gonna fight crime all over the city. I think we may have just changed the planet. I think new Vooperis is going to have a very interesting few episodes now. I think we're going full sci-fi now. That's where we're going. Yep. It's been decided. However, we need to get more people in, so we're going to split this into 2 highways. And one's going to hit this corner of the city. And then we really need a way for them to get to the game. Not many people are leaving. Everyone is coming in. There's just too many people trying to get to the game. So you know what we'll do? We are going to really splinter the heck out of this. And we're going to make a way to go right to this road. I think people might use that. Possibly. No, we may be in a bit of trouble here. It looks like people just really want to use this road to get everywhere. Where are they going? Are they just going to the buildings, or are they going to the game? Looks like the game. It looks like we won the game, which is very good. We have so many people who are going to be using this train station now. Yeah. How many people are using public transport now? We're making $54,000 an hour. Oh my. We're at almost 4,000 people using public transport. The train system is now getting a very high amount of use. Oh, this is exciting. We just ushered in a new era of our city. Things are going to be very interesting now. We have a lot of people moving. Okay, so as the mega district slowly grows, I can only wonder what it's going to look like once these buildings upgrade all the way. What do we have for education? Pretty much the same. So let's put a University of Science and Technology here. Because the population is going to jump rather quickly, and I want to be ready for that. A science facility. We'll make this an education area right here. We'll put a high school, an archive, and then on the other side we'll put a few elementary schools and stuff. So a community school, a normal school, a book bank. This is just going to be the education center, and this should be enough to push everyone to upgrade. This much education in one area. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there anything we're not hitting on? We have water, electricity, that. Parks? Nope, here we go. That's a lot of upgrading. Here come the new high-tech buildings. And it looks like we don't actually need the boxes to be this big. So as the city grows, we will make it more dense. But we're going to use this building style so that if we want to put in some fancy big buildings, we have the room to do so. I'm actually going to move this left a little bit to be in the center like that. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Nobody knows what they're getting into. You know what? We could completely rebuild a district pretty much instantly. And I know you guys may be asking how, and we're going to do a test on this. Where are we going to test it with, though? Let's start with Dale Park, a very small area. All we have to do is if we go into the district, currently, Dale Park is focused on, I don't know what zone we've got here. Oh, commercial. So, the commercial we have it set for is, I'm pretty sure, organic and local. Or is it, no, this area isn't. So if we make it organic and local, wait a second, all the buildings are going to shut down because now they no longer fit in the district. And the district is going to slowly rip itself apart. It'll start rebuilding a little bit, but we don't have to worry about that. And then once it's done ripping itself apart, or mostly done, it's okay if a few buildings are normal, we switch it back to what it was before, which is no commercial specialization. And now, when they rebuild, they're going to rebuild into normal things again. Except when they upgrade, they're going to go to the cool buildings. So by doing that, with one district at a time, especially with something as big as the Corgi District, we can convince them to completely rebuild. Because this is the future. Look at this. This one area is just so beautiful. How many people does it hold? 10,000, and we haven't even filled it in completely. My only worry is fitting this many people into the city may cause some serious traffic issues. Like, this is a lot more people than we will normally have in an area. So let's go ahead and do what I said before. We're just going to fill up that space that we aren't using right now. We'll get the easy bits first. Keeping it symmetrical. Then these will just go one up the middle. The education district is kind of all set already, but I think we can actually make a road across like this. Maybe not. No. But that's going to be everything done. And now we're just going to fill in everything we just did. It's not completely even, but I think it's good enough. And it's going to look amazing once it's done. And we just increased the amount of density by like, we just like doubled it. There's a lot of space now. We can fit a lot more buildings. And here we go. More space, more buildings, more fun. Oh, those little drones that go out are so awesome. It has 30 helicopters, but it's really expensive. We have to keep an eye on that. It's a sci-fi invasion. For our purposes, it's not evil. It's just enlightening the people. That doesn't sound evil at all. The amount of workers these have. Oh my. Massive, massive buildings everywhere. This district's population is going to be way higher than I initially anticipated. It's going to cause quite a bit of interesting traffic situations. Lots and lots of people. Well, I guess that's going to be the beginning of our sci-fi invasion. Things are going to be interesting over the next few episodes, I promise. What is that? Wait, what is that? What the heck? Is that just a blimp? Oh, it is. Our blimps are now very high-tech. Wow. Okay. I'm okay with this. We've got very high-tech blimps now. Yeah, it's starting to actually look like a very futuristic new planet here. I'm getting the vibe. We just have to make the people in Dale Park happy. We have to convince them to upgrade. The Mountain District would be an easy little one to swap over to futuristic stuff. Same with the Dam District. It's going to be a slow process converting the entire area, but... oh, it looks like this area is just in general dying. I think we've pumped all the oil out. Yeah. We have actually pumped all the oil out. Slight issue. We may just close down Beechwood Hills entirely. It doesn't serve much of a purpose if it isn't making oil. How many people live here? 5,000? I think next episode we're going to close down Beechwood Hills. Disconnect it, just leave it abandoned. And then we're going to just futurize the entire city. I think that's going to be our next step. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And things are going to be getting very interesting over the next few days as we bring the future to New Vooperis. I'm not sure we're ready for this, but I don't think it matters if we are. It's coming anyways. We have no time. We have no time to worry about it. We just gotta get ready. And I will see you all next time. Bye.